watching Pucknology After Dark. Oh
A little crazy ending to a pretty good game in the Great White North. Welcome to this edition of Pucknology After Dark, following a 4-1 Sharks victory over the Winnipeg Jets. If you want to be a part of this show that we call Pucknology After Dark, because all of a sudden my graphic went away, here's how you do it. Use the hashtag Pucknology After Dark to ask questions or comment about what we're talking about. Uh, you can also follow us on Twitter at Pucknology, at AJ_Strong, at ChrisJWS, at I Read Pucknology. You should read Pucknology. And at PuckGuy14. Alrighty. With that being said, let's introduce everybody on the show tonight. We begin with the person closest to the game, Ian Reed.
Hey everybody, how you doing? Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I just had some mic issues, so I'm working through them.
You actually sound a lot better, to be honest. What the hell
Perfect.
is your icon? All right, and with us as well, AJ Strong.
What's going on, people?
All right, and Chris GWS.
What's up?
What's up? What's up? The Sharks. We are going streaking, folks. They have won 3 in a row. Also helps they won back-to-back games. Hard fought, a 4-1 victory. AJ, will begin with you. Your initial thoughts of the Sharks' 21st win of the year that gets them into a playoff position.
I have to know, did they practice the power play at all? I just got to know. I'm standing there watching it, just going, like, do you guys, is everybody like a statue at this point? It was driving me nuts. I could not believe the lack of movement. Now, okay, granted, 3 and 4, or 4 and 6, second of back-to-backs on the road in essentially the Antarctic. Okay, then maybe the fatigue kicks in that late in the game and everything. But just to see guys literally standing around. The other thing is, I think the Sharks kind of got a little lucky tonight. I mean, Stalock was good, but Winnipeg's transition was blowing by the Sharks a lot of the game tonight, especially towards the later half. I think the Sharks, honestly, I think Stalock kind of stole this one a little bit for him tonight. How about you guys?
Ian?
Yeah, I think that, despite all my crap talking on Twitter, Stalock actually had a pretty decent game. I didn't like the goal that he allowed. I know that, there's defensive breakdown there, but I just feel like, just how many times have we seen the Sharks score a goal and then just, have the momentum sucked away from them? And I realize that's not all on Stalock, but at the same time, like, I'd like to see him make a save of some degree of difficulty, and he did make some later on in the game. But as good as he was, he almost gave the game, back again too, because he just doesn't need to play the puck. Like, just don't play the puck.
Like I said on Twitter, you wear 32, you don't need to pull an Urbe. Chris?
Yeah.
Well, I thought Stalock was solid, but I wouldn't say he stole that game. In spite of, they were good on the rush, but the Sharks actually managed to keep them from getting a lot of quality shots off the rush. They got a few, but it could have been worse. My main thing was just, that Stalock puck handling thing was just, what the hell? I'll go fall down the side of that was a trip, but man, even if he hadn't gotten tripped, that was not going to end well. Like, what the hell?
No, because that tripping call literally saved the Sharks tonight. Because it's 2-2. We all know that Winnipeg can be very loud and they can get boisterous and get into that game very quickly. And to have it do a complete 180 was a massive break for the Sharks. and they're irate in Winnipeg. I know some people over there, and they are not happy tonight.
Roles reversed, I wouldn't be happy.
Yeah, same here. But before then, Tyler
Well,
Myers.
hold on. Let me ask this: Why wouldn't you be happy? What was the problem?
Because
you think the 10-minute or the 5-minute major wasn't?
No.
The tripping
The 5
call.
minute major was the 5 minute major was well deserved. I mean, that was vicious. It was Bush League, and I hope the league looks at it. But the tripping call on the goalie, I mean, Stalock, wanders out of his net like a moron. And I hate how protected goalies are. It's just a problem that I have with the game in general. If you're gonna wander out of your net like that, really, and because of where he was going, Wheeler really didn't have anywhere to go there. I mean, Momentum says he has to go through Stalock at that point. And I just feel like if Stalock puts himself in a stupid position, then that, them's be the breaks. And that's my opinion of it. And that's, again, if that was one of our guys running over, Hellebuck, then I'd be just as pissed off. So I don't blame them for being upset.
Yeah, definitely not upset about the 5-minute major. When you cross-check a guy to the head, in retaliation because he hit you, is absolutely stupid. And the Jets have had disciplinary issues all season, and they let it get to them. But yeah, that tripping call pretty much saved the Sharks tonight.
Yep.
Along with the 5-minute major.
And they found 2 minutes of non-dysfunctional play on the power play. Actually, no, not even 2 minutes. They found 30 seconds where they weren't completely dysfunctional in the power play.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it's -5 outside, but man, that power play was cold.
What's being cooler than being cooler? Ice cold power play.
I don't even get it. It's been a problem for 41 games for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand that when DeBoer came in, his whole thing was, he thought that coming in that last season, the team, they were pretty good on the power play or what. It was 5-on-5 was the problem. Well, there's still, you have to work on special teams, buddy. The fact that we're this far in and you've got guys standing around doing nothing, just standing there. Well, I mean, just watch that, and it's 5-on-3. We're not talking 5-on-4, 5-on-3, and guys are standing around waiting for the Jets to move to just give them a lane.
Mm-hmm.
You do realize they're ranked 6th in the league in power play percentage, right?
Sure doesn't look like
They are.
Yeah, well, Steve, hold on. You're talking over the course of the season. Show me what those numbers are for the last 5 and 10 games.
I would have to look that up, but I'm not defending them tonight. I'm just saying, but you're saying the power play, you're saying it's been 41 games and the power play is bad. Things come and go.
It's gotten worse than I should say, than it was.
These things always come and go. It's never going to be consistently exactly the same all the time. I mean, probably the last couple games is probably around 10-15%, and at some point it'll probably be around a 30-40% clip. That's how it goes.
The point I'm trying to make is that it's a 5-on-3 power play. You have no excuse to be standing there, to just be caught standing there.
That they scored on.
Huh?
I know they.
Yeah, they did score.
They did score on it.
It took them a minute 50 when they should have been able to do it in 30 or 40 seconds. I mean, it took forever.
That's why this game was so weird though, because you're right, they did score on the power play and they did at the empty netter, but to me, this just with the way they played, it was just it wasn't very satisfying. And I don't know if that's just me being a curmudgeon-y bitch, but but I just I just feel like we won. We won, but at the same time, it's God, if they keep that up, if they play more games like that. I don't know if we come out ahead.
Yeah. Actually, we just, on Twitter, we do have breaking news now. Raffi Torres has gotten 41 games for Wheeler tripping Stalock.
Nice.
Yes.
Well, I think the game didn't look that nice, but honestly, outside of the power play, most of their play was pretty darn solid. It was boring, but they weren't, their rush didn't look great, or aside, them on the rush didn't look great, but at the same time, they weren't allowing a lot of dangerous shots. They kept things pretty even in most regards. I mean, Winnipeg outdid them in the face-off circle, but that's about it. Most everything else, shots, they're dead even. Attempts are dead even. And this is on the second half of a back-to-back, too. So
No,
Well,
not spectacular, but it's a good road game on the second half of a back-to-back.
Yeah, they got the win. The second half of a back-to-back, 3rd and 4, fourth and sixth. So
yeah.
I'll take that kind of a win. But oof, man, that they got to. Oh my God, the special teams are abhorrent. That 5-on-3 power play. Holy cannoli, man.
Yeah, they do have power play goals in back-to-back games, so give them that. They didn't have any against Toronto. They didn't have any against Detroit. They did have a power play goal against Winnipeg when they were in San Jose a couple weeks ago. So they've been up and down, but they've gone back to the we'll look for getting the puck to Burns and he'll throw it on net, just hoping for a Pavelski tip. If that doesn't go, then we'll rim it around to Jumbo and Jumbo will do his thing. It gets very stale. In the second unit hasn't exactly been lightning like. We'd have to really take a look at when the last time the second power play unit scored on this team this season.
Was it this season or was it a decade ago? Because I don't recall.
That's the whole point. That's the whole point. We'll throw this up right now with another Pacific Division game in progress. So the Sharks do leapfrog over Vancouver because they've lost 10 overtime games.
Playoffs, baby.
They are at 44 points with 20 rows. Sorry, I know I'm not Landy Gen X, but deal with it. Which is kind of interesting because they are just 2 rows behind Los Angeles with plenty of time to go. Very interesting to note also, the Sharks, and in this case too, the Canucks, are now just 1 point out of the second wild card in the Western Conference. Back to you, Landy. Oh, shoot, he's not here. Damn it. Back to you, Chris.
How can I follow that? I mean, that's a tough act to follow right there.
I left you speechless. Awesome.
Yeah, that's unusual. You should have tried AJ. I don't think you'll ever leave him speechless.
Back to you, AJ. Wow. All right.
Wow, we're
okay. So,
wow.
anyways, now if we want something to talk about here, so the Sharks now have the second best road record in the league, only behind the Capitals, and I think they may have the worst home record too. I haven't looked that one up, but
they do.
pretty sure.
I'm still, I'm pretty mystified by this.
I will. If you have my phone number, I'm not giving it out. If you have my phone number, I'll take your text as well. From my friend Jay Lozano, he says it needs to be addressed on Pucknology After Dark that Alex Stalock is absolutely horrible and should be backing up for the Barracuda. Your thoughts, guys?
I wouldn't go quite that far, but you can see why he's a backup at best, and probably more like a career AHLer.
Definitely. I would have to say that maybe apparently Jay's daughter Lexi is watching this show, and she literally said to her daddy, "Eric just said a bad word. Bad boy Eric." Okay. Wow.
By the way, Eric will be giving out his phone number, and he will appreciate it when Slushy Jake blows up his phone.
And taking a tweet here from AJ Strong, do you have an extra AOL floppy disk I can borrow as a drink coaster? Unfortunately, I don't think so. I used to have some iOmega zip disks, but I don't.
Please,
have them
5-inch floppies or get the fuck out.
Dude, cassette tape drive, bitch.
I'll make sure to break out my 8-track tapes, maybe from the Sharks holiday a cappella album. All right. So, what about the defense tonight, guys? Did you think that they played pretty solid?
They were okay. I mean, they were,
Wow, not everybody jump in.
no, they were all right. I mean, I don't think they were terrible. I mean, there's a few times where, again, I found like it was on the penalty kill, like when Winnipeg was killing penalties, we were on the power play. It seemed like that was when they could, seem to really get opportunities. So I mean, I thought the defense did okay. It was really, I mean, like Chris said earlier, I mean, it wasn't the most fun game to watch. There was a lot of neutral zone play, not a whole lot of action. So obviously you got to credit the defense for that, I guess.
Yeah.
I thought they did a good job of keeping them on the sideboards and not letting them get in the middle too much. There was,
Yeah.
I mean, there were some chances, but they weren't. They weren't bleeding chances. Like in Calgary, it was Calgary last night. I'm already forgetting. But I remember there was times where like their in zone defense was just a mess. And I think it was end of second period around that time. I was just like, good, just get out of this period because they were just awful. Like they couldn't stay with it. Nobody could stay with their man. Couldn't keep him to the outside. So I thought it was a much better effort tonight, especially considering they're probably not, very rested.
Yeah, and considering they're doing back-to-backs, they didn't seem like they were really out of it per se, like they've been in the past.
We've also seen how bad they played against Winnipeg a week ago. So you know what? I'll take playing them pretty evenly all night long in their own building because that was one of the worst games I've seen all season against Winnipeg. They were just hapless all night.
Oh, man, you guys got to jump on Twitter, bro. Blake Wheeler after Jets game. I got penalized for the goalie making a horseshit play.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, it was a horseshit play, but
He basically slew-footed Stalock.
Yeah, where was he gonna go though? Like he was
No, I
gonna
can
go,
get that, but
that's not Stalock's problem.
Play. But I wouldn't be calling it a horseshit play. I mean,
roles reversed, I would be totally on here screaming about how that was a horseshit penalty on a horseshit play.
I'm just saying, if you're going by the rules, that is technically the correct call. So.
Well, yeah. Oh my God, we're gonna play by the rules. Oh, what a concept. I mean, to me, what was more horseshit is the fact that Stalock was that far out of his fucking crease.
Yeah, that was the horseshit play to me. It was just, what the hell was Stalock doing? Throw that up the glass. Don't try to.
Stupid.
What the fuck you think you're doing, man?
Yeah.
With that, I'm going to go to under the Twitter search Blake Wheeler, which, by the way, he does have a Twitter handle, Biggie Funk, with an
Funk
E at the
spelled with an E at the end.
end. Just reading off some tweets from your Biggie
Funk
deserves better. Alex Stalock flings his stick for a penalty. Need NHL clarity on contact the goalie rule. Ref dupe.
I will give it up for Stalock though. When he felt the contact or whatever, dude, that stick went airborne, dude. He's so.
That was. Yeah.
Dude, that was Marty Turco-esque right there.
Oh.
Biggie Funk was robbed of that goal. Since when is it okay to penalize a great offensive play? Keep wheeling. We're all behind you.
Womp womp.
Let's see. I'm trying to.
We have some sad music we can play with this.
Yeah.
Violin.
Some sad violin music.
Everybody jumping on the Google Effects post haste.
Yes. Keep going here. What I don't know what Blake Wheeler was supposed to do there.
I don't know either.
I don't know what he was supposed to do,
but let's be real here. This game should have been 2-2. I agree with the Winnipeg fans. I mean, we'd be pissed if this was the other way around.
I don't know if I'd be that pissed off at it, honestly.
I'd be pissed off.
I'd be pissed, but I get pissed at legitimate shit all the time. So that doesn't mean it was the wrong call.
On the Twitter machine, Hockey Jerk, hate to say it, but has looked consistently decent lately. I have to agree. I mean, he's played some good defense. I think Brendan Dillon.
Yeah, it took me a minute. I'm like, who? Oh, that guy. I forgot. Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know it's a thing when even AJ's can't argue with that.
No, he has been. And hey, fucking huge stick tap to Braun for coming back after that shot last night.
And that welt.
Tweet from Generation X here. You know, in reply, do we have some sad music we can play? He's like, yeah, try the Sharks goal song.
Wow.
Well done.
Oh man, that was dude. I can hear Emerald Lagasse right now. Bam!
Yeah, you'll never live down the goal song. That is your AOL, dude.
No, that was okay. You know what? I'll take that over AOL any day.
No, I totally. Yeah.
Where's that meme? Where's that meme that was sent to us?
Oh, it was a new goal song.
Goal song.
Oh, Chester, Gen X, come on.
Come on, Photoshop monkey. Do your job.
Wow. But let's see. Let me go to the
and Rocket. Dude, I think Rocket just got singed by that comment from Gen X.
Oh, well, see, Rocket was saying on the YouTube chat, please, no Sarah McLachlan, no puppy song.
Can't do In the Arms of an Angel?
In the arms of an angel. No.
And so, anyway.
And Eric gets mutilated.
Damn.
Dude, I caught Ian at the perfect moment.
Yeah, I'm sure that will be.
All right. So they played a pretty decent game. Stayok was okay. I don't think he was terrible because we actually won the game. I don't think he was spectacular that he should start Thursday.
No, God, no.
But it got the job done, and I think this was a game that you're going to kind of see. This was almost like a playoff-style game with less fan intensity because you're going to have a tight 2-1 affair. And when that 5-minute power play occurred, you essentially had the moment where you have to take advantage of it. And they didn't take advantage of it right away until they got the 5-on-3. And that was driving me up the wall. That at the beginning of that 5-on-3, Winnipeg had a chance shorthanded. It almost became a 2-on-1, and they gave it up. And I was like, dude, you guys got to get your head out of your asses. And that was a great timeout by Peter DeBoer. I will give him that. Great coaching there because they were not in it at all, and he felt just like I did that Winnipeg was about to turn it on and tie the game up, which they almost did as it is.
You know what? I don't know if I can hit this out to you guys. Just saw a tweet here that we can't. I'm assuming that we unfortunately cannot show animated GIFs on here. Is that the correct, Chris?
I believe you could just share your screen if you really wanted to.
Or send it.
I don't really want to.
Okay.
Send it to me, AJ, and I'll screen share it.
Okay, just because I just caught a spectacular GIF of Wheeler and Stalock from the opposite angle. And
I like that.
You know what? I was gonna say, you know what? Now after seeing that angle, and I just sent it to you guys. After seeing that angle, okay, now I feel like there is a little bit more.
Oh wow!
A little bit more of a beef to be had.
All right, if there are Winnipeg fans watching us, you are about to have a massive shit fit. All right.
Well, it still comes down to that they needed to, they needed to bring a little more. Oh, here, hold on, let's show it.
Yeah, I mean, one more time here. There was some contact, but I've never seen a goalie flop more than
Oh,
Ed
have you never
Belfour.
seen a Coyotes game?
No, I was gonna say Belfour, but yeah, Mike Smith is pretty bad too.
Oh, Mike Smith's the worst by far.
From that angle, though, it looks like he did have somewhere he could have gone
Yeah,
with
but
his
even
leg.
like
Like,
it was such
that-
light contact.
I mean-
I can't stand this.
I mean, if you look,
Dude,
yeah,
if at that
you
speed,
can-
if someone took your leg out from behind you, yes, you would probably go down. He definitely
was
added
the-
something to it, but
look, it was a case of, did Wheeler have space? Did Wheeler kind of put his leg out a little bit? It looked like there's a debate to be made that way, and there's a debate to be made the other way. I mean, you can go either way on this. For me, that you can. I think Wheeler's leg kind of he could have done more to avoid, slew footing Stalock, tripping him, whatever you want to call it. He could have done more, but as it stands, and that is one of those things where Ian had brought it up too, is that when it's that case of, what do you think if it happens the other way around? Like if you were to see this highlight and the jerseys were all just white jerseys, you can't see any logos, you can't see any of that shit. What's the call that you make on it?
Yeah,
I still feel like you can make
I still
arguments.
feel
either
that was
way.
like a trip. I don't know if it's intentional or not, but that looks like a trip to me. Because, like I said, he had from that angle, you can see he had place to go other than that. He could have ducked his leg in or done something. I mean, it's probably because he wanted to make sure he had good footing to get around for the puck and maybe have a shot, and that's why. Because if he tries to lift his leg all that, he's not going to have an easy way to be able to actually spin around the goal and have a shot. So.
And at this point in the program, Eric and I will be going to make some popcorn while Ian and Chris debate this.
No, I mean, there's nothing. The game is what it is. I mean, I don't like it. I think I don't like it more because I just don't like how you can breathe on a goalie and it doesn't matter where he is on the ice. If he throws his stick in the air and goes down, it's a penalty. And I feel like goalies, they got more padding than, you could probably not even put a bullet through the damn goalies. And yet, we protect them like they're, made of saran wrap.
You got the Drew Remenda take, and I do agree with you in principle. I know Drew Remenda, his thing is he always gets pissed at the people, if someone taps a goalie with their stick,
right,
trying to get at the puck. And he does not like when the defensemen just get all, how dare you?
Right. And it's just I mean, I don't like how protected the goalies are. I don't like how the rules basically give, the goalies basically permission to dive. It's so rare that a goalie gets called for diving unless you're a habitual diver like Smith. But I don't know, like I said, this bugs me more on just the fundamentals of hockey than it does Sharks, Jets, whatever. I don't like it. I just think that if you're going to go and play the puck, then, you should be able to take some incidental contact. It's just silly.
Yeah, and he's not Mike Smith, so let's not get too carried away. Cause
right, no, I know.
I'm
not
just
saying
something
right.
else.
We're getting
I'm
reports
not saying that Stalock's a diver. I'm just saying that even if there was a little bit of contact there, you know what? I'm fine with that level of contact on the goalie. Stay in your crease if you don't want to get, breathed on.
Is the camera stuck on Puck Guy? Because I'm hearing from a couple people that's all they've seen.
I left it on there for a minute because that GIF up and I forgot to take it off of there.
You poor people! I'm so sorry you had to see my ugly mug on my face. Back to you, AJ.
Rush is the best band that's ever happened. Will that get Gen X off my back for the next 5 minutes?
Now we're going to talk about announcers on the Connect Radio Network.
No, we're not. It doesn't fly when I'm on the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
But don't you want to talk about the smooth sounds of Jimmy?
No. I don't want to talk about it. No. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
All right, fine. We'll talk about the elephant in the room. The Rams are coming back to LA.
Really?
No, the elephant in the room is that Drew Remenda will be coming back to the tank.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Don't forget about that on Thursday.
Right.
He will be in town, and I'm assuming AJ will be there in the concourse searching for him.
Absolutely.
Around his man cave sign.
Yep, hanging around my man cave side, walking around with my free tickets that Baker just gave me. I'm going to be having a good old time looking for Mr. Drew Raminda saying, "What's up? Let's go find us some John Turturro for a minute."
And of course, yeah, I'm sure there will be bring back Drew. I guess it depends on how many IPAs you have, right? 4 IPA minimum.
Well, you can't get stouts there, for goddamn sake.
So let me get this straight. You got tickets from Baker. You've gotten tickets from Totora. And for some reason, he won't answer my emails. So what gives?
He's VIP, isn't he?
You know what? It's not who you know. It's who I know.
It's not who you know. It's what you yell when you're drunk.
That's right, baby.
That's exactly it.
That's all it is, baby.
Someone get the helium tank. It's about to explode.
We can discuss that. We can discuss these matters afterward.
Yes.
Damn.
Oh boy. So we're now at the halfway point.
Yep.
We are banking
Free Raffi.
That's right. That's right.
Torres.
That's right.
Yeah, I think we've covered this already. He's not coming back.
Oh, he's free. He's free.
LTIR.
He's free.
I'd be shocked if he played more than 5 games this season, if that.
But he's free. He's free. We can have him play now. Guys.
What am I going to do with my free Raffi T-shirt now?
Put a placard over the free part that says suspend. Because you're either one or the other.
That's true.
It'd be like the Cleveland Browns quarterback. Free
Raffi's not going to Vegas every other weekend.
Heel Raffi.
Notice Gen X that Puckeye was the one who invoked the Cleveland Browns in football. I had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, let's talk more football to piss off Gen X.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wait. When talking about Cleveland Browns, how do you know I'm talking about football?
Oh.
Because the Cleveland Browns are a football team?
No, I got the joke. Because the Cleveland Browns suck that bad that what they play would be hard to call football. Yeah, no, we get it. Okay. This is the time in the show where we take our one question from Slushy Jake. This is our, this has become our part of the gig. We have our segment where we take the one question from Slushy Jake. He asked 2 tonight. We only take 1, and he can save the first one for later. But we'll take the second question since we are playing Edmonton this Thursday. Your favorite Drew Raminda moment? And I'm assuming he means as a broadcaster. And for me, there is going to be nothing better than him serving Ray Ratto after just win the game. That is my all-time favorite Raminda moment.
I don't think it's any one moment, but it's every time he's you got to move your feet. Gotta move your feet.
Head on a swivel.
My favorite is still though is the moment you mentioned, but yeah. What do you think they were trying to do, Ray?
I don't get nearly enough hate on Twitter, so I'm gonna say when he left.
Whoa!
Wow!
Dude, you're trying to be the Ray Ratto of our program. You're gonna start wearing turtlenecks now. Again, you gotta wear turtlenecks and eat a lot of Twinkies.
I kind of have been today though. So it's like, yeah, we won, but I hate everything.
Wow, who put salt on your
I don't know.
Holy crap! For me, it's a little bit of a story from 2003. The Sharks were playing Dallas, and I guess they got a goal waved off, and Drew was on the air saying, why aren't they reviewing this? Why aren't they reviewing this at all? Come on, Colin Campbell, answer the frickin' phone. Answer the frickin' phone. Well, now, so they're down 3-2 with a second left. Solani ties it up with no time left. They got to go to the review. So Drew's going, all right, we got it. gotta get on the phone. We gotta get on the phone because that totally went in. That totally went in. What happens is, so you know where the referee's half circle is at center ice. Solani is there because the Sharks had no captain at the time because Nolan had been traded, along with, I guess it was Madonna, discussing reviewing the replay with the refs. Well, Teemu was looking up at the old broadcaster pit right in the the first row of the upper bowl. Drew stands up and says, "Yeah, that's a good goal. That's a good goal." All right. Teemu goes to the referee Mick Magoo and says, "Drew says it's in." Mick goes back to Teemu Solani and says, "Who the hell is Drew?" And basically what ended up happening was the clock clearly showed that there was a 0.1 second left on the game clock, that the puck had crossed the line, but they ended up saying no goal, game over, Dallas wins the regulation. And subsequently he went missing the last 3 games of the regular season.
Oh, that brings up. I was going to say that brings up kind of an interesting moment for me. Is remember when we had Marty McSorley for a season, and then he oddly disappeared during the playoffs, and Remenda came back, and everybody was kind of questioning what the hell happened, and nobody had it was this it was like a fart in an elevator. Like nobody was taking credit for it. Nothing was happening. Very odd.
It was kind of like Aubrey Huff's radio career. It just kind of disappeared.
Whose?
Aubrey Huff.
Oh, okay, dude. I thought you almost invoked the clarity.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good.
No, that's not good at all. I was going with, he's there one day and then suddenly he's just kind of not there.
Greg Papa on Warriors Roundtable. Hey, John.
Hey, John. Have you seen his wife?
Touchdown, Los Angeles! Oh, wait, sorry, no, it's still Oakland. My bad.
Apparently, they are still the Oakland Raiders.
Gen X, this is not me, Gen X. I am not doing this.
I swear to you, AJ just DM'd me saying that to mention another football reference.
So can we make another 49ers and Sharks analogy? That'd be great. I know Gen X would love it.
Nothing.
I got nothing. All right, let's move on. So we begin the second half of the year on Thursday night. It'll be Black Armor Night.
Ooh.
As Todd McClellan makes his return to SAP Center to take on the Sharks with his Edmonton Oilers squad. Still no color broken.
That's true.
But what do you think is going to happen?
I predict we have at least one Burnsing slide where they either score or they almost score, because McClellan knows that that's what Burns does when he's in those situations. So I predict that it happens at least once.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. 3-point game in the desert, Edmonton, Arizona, OT.
Really?
Because of course.
Of
course.
Ugh,
Yeah,
fucking 3-point
and by a
games.
hat trick by Max Domi. For that,
Yeah, it was Max Domi 3, the Oilers 3.
And as they go into overtime. All right. Well, I'm glad I didn't change the standings page or turn it off just yet. We'll get that updated for you as this game goes along. But
I wonder how long it
Edmonton
takes Google
Arizona
to
gets-
update. Do you guys know how long it takes Google to update images?
Hulu?
No, Google. Never mind.
Google?
It hasn't happened yet. Chances are I have to relog in, so no biggie.
All right.
Anyways, Edmonton predictions. I made mine. What are your guys?
Oh God. I'm gonna go with the win because they are 1-0 in Black Armor this season.
Oh well, I mean, if that's why, I mean.
I mean, yeah, that's definitely not a small sample size.
Right. Yeah. I mean, No, I think
I'm
the
going with
Sharks
a
gotta win
3-1 win. 3-1 win.
I just noticed Ian's icon there. That is fabulous.
Right? What the
just
hell
pick
is that?
random ones like crazy. It's a bear that says "I love cocaine." He's covered in snow.
Oh wow! And Andy's gone. Wow! What in the world happened?
Good. No.
Oh wow!
Just swinging at everyone tonight. No, I think the Sharks have to win this game because these are the games that are important. I mean, if the Sharks are going to make the playoffs, they have to take care of business against the divisional games. So these games, this game against the Oilers, the 5 they have coming against Canucks, like those games are the ones that really matter. You want to talk about must-win games? Those are your must-win games because you just can't give away points inside the division with the standings so close. And if the Sharks are going to make the playoffs, they're going to do it by taking care of business against these teams. So they have to beat the Oilers. It's not even a, should they, could they, maybe.
Yeah, it has to be we got to make this happen. So
Yeah, it still blows my mind we don't see the Canucks until the end of February.
And then we play
see
them
them 5 times in about
the last day
25
of
games,
February.
maybe?
Last day of February. Are you kidding me?
No, actually, it's a leap year, so not the last day.
Well,
it would be any other year.
You technical motherfucker.
Because they go to they go to Vancouver on the 28th, come back down to take on Montreal on the 29th in San Jose. Then they go back to Vancouver that Thursday. Then they go back to Vancouver that Saturday. I mean,
they're 5 of our last 22 games.
Yeah.
So,
Didn't they last year though? Like, weren't we done playing the Canucks by October last year?
Yeah, last year was the other way around. Like we played them all out. Like we played them a bunch of times. Like in October.
No, we were done by Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I mean, let's put it
Okay.
this way: we haven't seen the Vancouver Canucks since almost Thanksgiving. So
2014.
it'll be a year and a half since
fucking calendar fucking year, dude.
Like, was Roberto Luongo still there last time we played them?
Eddie Lack was still there.
Eddie Lack was. That's true.
Dude, Corey Schneider was still there.
No, I don't think so. I'll go that far.
Please, if you haven't yet, please look up Chinese fan trolls Canucks fans on YouTube. It
that's
is absolutely
fantastic.
hilarious. Me and Gentry have laughed nonstop about that. You know what?
And if you want to see a phenomenal photo, check my Twitter feed.
Oh boy.
But go ahead.
Ian's laughing, so let me see.
Odds are on an AOL joke.
You lose.
Oh yes. But so is Drew bad? When did Drew become a bad one?
Oh, sorry, I meant bald. Bald.
He is the coolest bald guy in the world. I mean,
He's the
slightly
coolest
cooler than me.
Okay, you know what? Fucking Gen X, dude, get off my fucking back, bro.
He's just like stalking you right now. He's all over you.
Dude.
Thank you, Gen X. Thank you.
Holy fuck, man. Like, he has, like, gotten completely bored. Like, he's like, Eric is no longer a challenge. I've conquered Puck Guy. It is now time to move on to AJ.
You can only use the AOL joke so many times.
Lord help me when Gen X moves on to me.
Oh.
I quit. When Gen X moves on to me, I quit. I leave the internet forever. Vanished.
No.
Can't attack a Canadian.
No,
That's
you're
just, I mean,
nice. You're too
Or
nice.
ward him off with a hockey stick or something.
All right.
Or throw jars of maple syrup at him. I don't know.
You freaking hosers. So Sharks win 4-1. They've won 3 in a row. It's the first time they've had such a long streak since they went 6 in a row on that road trip. Now, let me ask you this. This is a huge game, and I'll throw this out at you after we did our predictions. But the Sharks have a chance to go with back-to-back wins for the first time since April of last year.
Your thoughts. Your thoughts.
Wait, you guys are speechless tonight.
Wait, back-to-back wins what?
It's
At home?
have a chance to go back-to-back wins at home since
Oh,
April
okay.
last year.
Well, considering how it's gone this year, I mean, part of me just feels like this is going to be a 4-1 blowout and another pathetic showing because that just seemed like how it's gone this year. But I'll give them a 3-2 win, just because I'm feeling very generous tonight.
All right. Apparently, Rocket Backhooner suggesting that we trap Ian Reed in a Tim Hortons.
Yeah, I'd have to eat myself out of there. I am diabetic. I would probably die. That's fair.
Wow. All right. Well, we will never forget.
Thank you, Ray. Jeez.
Wow. Who? What happened, Ian? Is everything okay? I mean,
I'm fine. I don't know what's going on. I think it's, you know what I think it is? I think it's because me and Landy keep missing each other on the show, and we have like an epic throwdown that we had on Twitter that we never got to air on air, and I think I'm just like, I'm maintaining the anger until Landy comes back on, and then me and Landy are just gonna go for the throat.
Got some of that
Do it.
Twitter beef.
Do it live. Fucking do it live. Do it now.
we were supposed to.
I don't know
You
what's
guys
going
never
on
jumped
tonight.
on.
I was dealing with children. That's what I do sometimes.
Oh, fuck,
So
dude. I
we'll have
can't,
to have like a Landy Ian face-off.
dude, I can't wait until the Edmonton game now.
Right?
Just
I
for
mean,
the post.
I'm
Look at that. The Google did update my image. That's awesome.
I still see you and Sharky.
Oh, well, the weird thing, though, is on the broadcast it's showing me and Drew, so it's all good.
Yep, I see it now in there. That's weird. Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, Edmonton next.
Edmonton
Anything else you want
next.
to cover before we get off of here?
I think that's it. They are still tied 3 with 30 seconds left, but Arizona has a power play. So we'll update this really quick one more time before we get out of here.
There is one thing we need to touch on, but go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Couple tweets. For those of you who, do need a laugh for tonight, I've seen 2 tweets so far from somewhat quote-unquote reputable sources that Burns is in the current hunt at the halfway mark. Burns is like in the hunt, seriously, for the North so far.
What is his plus minus right now? Like
I'm
minus
just
15?
Keep in mind they value offensive stats pretty highly.
Exactly.
That's pretty bad.
Like Vlasic would have no chance at it, even though he's as good of a defensive defenseman as there is.
But dude, could you imagine? We all know we all know 1 or 2 people that love Burns at defense, and their head would explode if he was to win the Norris. Would fucking explode.
Except he won't, because it'll be Erik Karlsson, because
that's the way it should be.
Brett Burns plays on the wrong side of the Mississippi, as we all know.
True that.
I just pounded my drink there.
Yeah, none of your business.
All right. I'll update it now as I'm awaiting somebody to win that game in Arizona.
Dude,
All right.
Can I ask you dude, who the hell is Ian C. McLaren? I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Ian McLaren, he's like the lead guy for the score.com.
Okay, well, I think Generation X has been drinking what I've been drinking because he just fucking hit him instead of Ian Reed on that one. But good looking out, Gen X. And he's going to call me out on spelling thing. Okay.
Oh, kids, behave.
We need to get Gen X on here one of these days.
Okay, so standings.
So the standings-wise, Arizona is now at 47. Edmonton is at 38. Never mind. Arizona just won the game.
Dude, that was like so South Park. And it's over.
Arizona just won the game. So they go to 48 points. Who says that these guys are going to end it, fall apart quickly? Yeah, nobody had the Coyotes picked to be second in the division right now. It is absolutely ridiculous.
Well, nobody picked the division to be this
Yeah.
bad. Is more the thing I would say.
Is it bad anymore? Because
Yes, it's
seriously,
bad.
Terrible.
the Sharks and Canucks are a point out of the second wild card now.
Okay, in the Central, the Coyotes they would be in fifth. In the Metropolitan, they would be in fourth. In the Atlantic, they would be in fifth. So there you go. And there's your second place team.
Arizona is in second place with 48 points and 22 rows with their victory against Edmonton. Edmonton does pick up a point, so they're at 38. Again, 6 points out of a playoff spot. So another big game Thursday night in San Jose. Calgary idle tonight with 40. So is Anaheim at 41 idle. Vancouver won last night in that crazy little brawl fest at the end. Apparently, the Sedins like to talk crap now, even though they haven't won a cup. But the Sharks are at 44, so another big game coming up on Thursday night. Yes, Ian, you are chuckling.
Oh, just the
Gen X making up for his typo. Very well done.
yeah, very well done.
All right. With that being said, I think we need to get out of here. Any final thoughts before we leave? Before we call this a night?
Tonight, let's see. I think I can call it at this point. Eric is the diehard fan. Ian is the real fan. Chris is the fair weather fan, and I'll be the bandwagon fan tonight.
Nice.
And since I kind of called them out on the Pucknology article today. Everybody played your part well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
I'm
you very
not in
much.
a Sharks onesie for nothing if I'm not a diehard fan, or have the fancy Sharks headphones for that matter too.
There you go. I know.
All right.
Just decked out.
So make sure you follow us on Twitter at Pucknology. Make sure you follow all of us. Make sure you subscribe, whether it's here, there.
When he says follow all of us, he means on Twitter, not like in real life.
Yes.
You can follow me around.
No,
in
we
real
don't- we
life.
don't
I'm
like
not very
stalkers.
exciting.
Nobody's gonna find me where I live. So.
You will get hypothermia if you follow me around. I'm just warning you.
Oh, it's balmy over there. Or are you getting the cold front from Winnipeg?
It's minus 17 right now.
Oh,
Celsius.
God. Which is like, what, minus 34 Fahrenheit?
Yeah, it's like minus 300. I don't know. I can't.
Nice.
And
Well,
people choose to live there.
It doesn't match up until I think 20 is where it matches up.
Nice. All right. With that being said, for AJ Strong, for Ian Reed, for Chris JWS, for the rest of the staff at Pucknology, Teal Tinted Glasses, make sure you talk or get with us on Thursday. We'll be here pregame on Pucknology.net. There'll be a new Teal Tinted Glasses podcast on Pucknology. And, of course, some of us will be back here Thursday. Apparently, we're building up as Reed versus Landy, which should be an epic throwdown. And Gentry and I will be at the
What's the undercard on that one?
probably AJ
You
versus Rock.
versus. No, I was gonna say you versus a beer.
No, I was
you,
gonna say
you
I was gonna-
versus a Budweiser, trying to choke down a Budweiser.
Oh,
no,
that would be
that's not a
that
fair
would be a-
match at all.
That would be a fight, dude.
no,
That would be a
no,
fight.
no, no. The undercard is AJ versus Rocket in the car, part 2.
Get out! Just get out!
That was the Flyer game, right? Oh, God.
Yeah.
That's another one to add to the reel, Chris. All right, until Thursday night, keep it real, keep it fresh, keep it real fresh. Go Sharks!